Welcome to a new episode of Everlasting Summer. I think this is like over 20 something episode. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe 24 I think episode now. Wow. Look at this. We close this 2 pages of recording everyone's episode. So this is the 6th episode I record today because damn, the story is very interesting now. I want to see what will happen. I was thinking my friend will go out now, but he will go out later, so I have 1 hour to burn. So load. Yeah, we let the last episode with Alicia. Oh, Alicia. So what is the voice I give her? Maybe I should give her the heavy metal voice. In the front door suddenly bursts open and Alicia comes in. Is it just me, or has someone got completely not? She asked me for right. Well, you could say so. I answered angrily. Why are you yelling? Hey, I don't know yelling. Because I want to. You yell all the time. I hardly realized that the incident arrived at Alicia was either planned by this pioneer or will be commented by him in a manner that I'd soon drive a pair of nails into my ear, then have to hear. Have you heard psycho or something? Have you gone psycho or something? Alicia's reached a bed of laid-back manner. So what do I own the honor? I'm still not good with the voice, I come for the sake of it, and you just hear screaming. You aren't doing anything just for the sake of it. I got nothing to do. I have picked my stuff. It's boring. Well. If you think that I come to you because... She threw an angry glance at me and turned away. I really shouldn't have come after all. After what? I haven't said a word. Of course you thought it instead. Oh, so you can read mine now? There's no need to read your mind. It's written all over your face. It just hardly possible to read anything in my face besides fugitive and anger. And what have you read there? That none of your business? It's not like I am holding you here. Forget it. I'll go whatever I please. Don't boss me around. Okay, stay here then, for God's sake. Anyway, I like Alicia company was much more than the pioneer. I lay back and closed my eye. I took Alicia a few minutes and break the silence. You really don't want to tell me anything? You really don't want me to tell me anything? For example, today the last day after all. So, you're happy? Well, she bubbled instantly. Everyone leaving. Good riddance. And that's all. And you need something else? Don't you like it here? Her voice sounded unusual. I sense a better place. Damn, you are so dumb. That's speaking. You are a completely waste of time. She got up and headed to the exit. I'm sorry that my voicing for most of the character was not constant, but I'm very new to this. This is the first game I done this with. I don't even did it with since the game start. I'll try to be better with the next game. Don't worry. Yeah. Good luck to you too. Alicia turned to me. Her face was writhing with anger. Couldn't you at last have said that you'll miss me? Oh, she loved us with anger. Sure I will. Wimp! Still slamming the door loudly. Stupid. Alicia didn't hear me last line, of course. What a wayward chick, huh? As good as you are, and you in the case... what I did? I pressed the wrong button. Will be long episode, okay? Just because. And you in the case, and you in that case. Of course. Of course. Compare me to yourself. I remarkably mischievously. But what the difference? We are in the same situation. We just been here a little. I have just been here a little longer. Well, in fact, lot longer. And you are already gone completely nuts. No wonder. His harsh laughter was really pissing me off. Listen, have I already told you that you should be an actor? You do a brilliant Hannibal lecture. Especially since you consider yourself a physicist. I'll think about it. Well, now I must go. Maybe I'll see you again. Get lost. I turned to look at him, but the pioneer had already disappeared. Oh, finally. But, nevertheless, why did he come? It may be the case that me, him, and others like us are the only real people around here, but I definitely didn't want to believe that. All this speech seemed like some sort of complex game. Like he trying to give me one hint after the other, trying to lead me to something inedible, me to discover some kind of diverse plot. Too bad he not really successful at that, because I am out of idea. I have feeling the ending will be like a Groundhog Days, like, oh, you must realize the real meaning of life, because the game starts with someone who's like shutter in. Maybe the idea is that, like, you will stay here until you become open to everyone, like be friend with everyone, get everyone full heart peace, like hitting a robot or something like that. Time drag on decently slowly, but it is 5 PM already. It's common during the summer that one count the second and the minute disappear, that even single hour will never end. But if one think of anything else, then the whole day flies by quickly. I decided to start packing. They could leave without me. Quickly took my winter stuff and shoveled it into the bag. I was almost about to jump into the bed again, but the door opened and Olga and Dmitry come in. Oh, I see you're back already. That's great. Let's go. I get up recently, grab my simple luggage and follow her. I really don't care what will happen next. I had long suspicions that nothing was up to me in this war, and recently event had reinforced my complete confusion on that. I might wake up tomorrow in the bus number 410, or I might not wake up at all. Maybe I die, and that's all false. That's all that simple. There's no point in staying here. There's nowhere to run. Basically, my only exit is to leave on the bus with everyone else. Go into the unknown. That's all I'd been doing for the last week, stumbling along narrow paths in pitch black darkness, unsure of where is beginning and where is the end. We were almost approaching the gate when I heard someone calling my name. Semyon! Semyon! I'll get it. Excuse me just a minute. Okay, but make it fast, living without you. I headed to the bush and the voice came from Semyon! Semyon! I wandered through the thick of the forest path. The voice seemed to be calling from nowhere. One moment it was hard behind the tree, and now seemed behind my back. Probably one this alien probably word was mentioned before. We don't have much time. I'm listening. I know that you already been countered by him and him. Oh, so you're a third guy. Yeah? And I know that you told you... Don't ask me how. Okay? But you must know one thing. The thing I know, there are more than a dozen of us here. In fact, more than thousands. But a lot of people get out. So there are way out, thank you. I tried to dig what he said and brace it to the right question. Then, why are you here? I stayed. Why? to help out to find exit. Oh, thank you. Wow, how generous, and why should I trust you? You're the third one already. Well, in fact, I am not even sure that you all aren't just hallucination. It's not about trust. Then what's about? It's about the right choice. Oh. Consider this camp to be giant maze. You should take a few right turns to find an exit. Okay, now, how do I know which one is the right? You will know. Come with me. Where to? To the second lab. Hold on a second. The pioneer said that my second lab will start tomorrow. He lied. The speaker raised his voice. He gone completely crazy and he trying to destroy all the others. So if I don't go with you and leave the bus, then I'll be destroyed then? I don't know how. Then why do you say so? Nobody ever returned after a conversation with him. Listen, why should I trust you? I was definitely an edge. When the pioneer just mocked me and didn't seem to be a real danger. This one clearly spoken about a thing worth being cautious about. I couldn't decide which one should I trust. This problem is like trying to get a blind man to say which is the light of the room's on or off. He can only guess. Just like me. Hurry up, time's running out. Hey, wait a second. Make a choice. Are you coming or not? Follow the voice. Okay, let's go. Anyway, he sounded more credible than the crazy pioneer. Or maybe he would kill me. Oh no. Of course, this solution could be fatal, but the alternative isn't any better. I just took a shot in the dark. Okay, so where are we going? We are already there. I think the house. My eyes started to fade and felt my conscience leave me. Achievement. Epic fail. What? I should not follow him? Simeon, bad ending? What the fuck? What happened? Soviet game team wanted to thank you for playing this game. Idea XK. Producer, director, Dream Tale, programmer. Is there a way to make this okay, CG art, design. Thank you. The Python of Renplay engine. Oh, this is made in the Renplay engine. freesound.org, II-Chan HK and 2Chan HK. Community, all this guy who helped with the game, all the guy who support us all this year, who kept waiting and believe. Thank you. And we get the bad ending? We should not follow this guy? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. I was thinking this is the real ending. Okay, so the game ends in the 26th or something like episode. If I was timing right, I think it will be 26 episode like anime. So who knows? This will be good anime, by the way. Maybe not 26 episode. Take a lot of parts of this game, like not need to be the story you need to remove. Wow. Okay, we will go to the last load file and wait for the choice. Okay, follow the voice. Oh, very awesome! Look, the follow the voice. The last thing I did is darker. Do not follow the voices. No, you know what? I can just believe you in only a couple of minutes. Yeah, you gave me the bad ending, motherfucker. All I have known that other guys for a little longer, and his arguments seem to be more weighted. You'll be sorry. I will give you bad ending. This words sound like they were coming from another world. The voice seemed to be disappeared. Of course, I couldn't be sure whatever my choices is right or wrong. It was a blinding guess enforced by time limit. Nevertheless, whether I'm right or wrong, no, we'll find out soon. In a couple of minutes, I was standing in the bus stop with all the other pioneers. Oh, it's over. For real this time. Oh. We need to take a photo of this. Oh. Look at this. I think the normal drawing of the game is better than this one. Usually in virtual novel it's the opposite. It's like the normal drawing is not as good as the special drawings. But who cares? Oh, Electronic, Shrek, Alicia, Juliana. I started to like Juliana at the end. Like, yeah, she's an asshole, but she's not mean as spirit. Nina, oh, Sylvia, and Olga, and me. Everyone here? Began Olga Dimitrievna. You leave our camp today, and I'd like to tell you something important. She visible person and definitely lost for work. I hope that you all remember the time you spent here for a lifetime, and that you will retain only pleasant memory about Sovyonok. Yeah, I remember that. I also hope that you become at least a little bit better, manage to learn something, and found new friends. Just come back next year. Oh, goodbye. The camp leader looked away. It's like she was trying to keep the tears inside. Oh, I didn't expect her to get so emotional. Oh, sorry, Olga. I thought her speech sounded like completely nonsense to me as usual. The pioneers started to crowd into the bus, bubbling cheerfully. Goodbye. I decided to hold on a little and say a proper goodbye to the camp. All of a sudden, I felt deep urge to throw a coin. Of course, there's no fortune here, and honestly, I didn't feel like returning, but it's still just a suspicion, and I don't believe in them. Last, I never believed in them before. Digging through my bucket, I found only a couple of candy working, a pencil, and a scrap of paper. I held them for a moment, then I squishly put the paper on the ground and scribbled a few words. You are here for a reason. You are here for a reason. This timing of this is like very strong. Grinding on my stupidity, I threw the scrap under the wheel of the bus and got into the cabin. Oh. Look, everyone's happy and sad because, oh, I found a place in the middle. But the strange thing was that everyone sat in pairs and only I was alone. However, what's the difference now? I either disappear or I restart everything in a couple of hours. Or maybe not, maybe everyone was lying to you and this is the end. Oh, look, Miko. She friend with this weird glasses girl and some characters that I never see before. Like, is this Miko or someone else? No, this is not Miko. It's like everyone knew, I don't know. The bus was slowly moving toward the district center, occasionally bouncing over the bump of the road. I was impossible to see anything beyond the old window in the pitch black dark of night. Anyway, I couldn't care less about the surrounding countryside. I just sat and waited for the inevitable. For the first time in a long while, my head was completely empty. The pioneers around me enjoyed the trip. Juliana and Alicia were playing cards. Nina was reading a book and Sylvia was sleeping. Miko was trying to leave. Miko was trying to win and start conversation with Xenia, and Xenia was trying to really hard not to start killing people. Oh, this is funny. Electronic and Shark were crafting something as always. Even the boss, this is dangerous. I was the only one completely ignored by everyone. Come on, I was a friend with Sylvia. Oh, yeah, we have fight with Sylvia. Or at least, Sylvia's now. You jerk! You won't give me your address! You hate me! I hate you! Actually, we are moving. Liar! 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 This is the worst lie ever, really? You can't get a better lie? Ha! I was the only one completely ignored by everyone. It might be slightly far-fetched perception. I got used to the role of being the center of the universe in the camp. I thought that everything revolves around me. Well, that might be so up to a certain degree, but here and now I'm only fortune object, an out-of-place machine in the harmonical pattern of Silkgram. I think this is what all about, really, because if you are here and no one is a friend with you, you must return from the beginning. I think this is like Groundhog Day. If you didn't watch Groundhog Day, it's an amazing movie. Watch Groundhog Day, Steingate, Undertale, it's all like the same idea, I think. I am not sure how long we'll spend in the road, but sleep had already started to overcome me. I was desperately fighting Morpheus, trying to stay awake as long as I could. After all, it's quite possible that today is the last day in my life. Then probably it is reasonable to clench and hard and found their few hour meaningless, useless existence. However, physical fatigue and, more importantly, emotional fatigue took it toll, and I fell asleep. Day ... This will be longer episode than normal, because I think this is like a way to the end of this mode. A sharp pain through my entire body. I felt it especially sharp in my temples. I felt like I've been already shattered into 1,000 little pieces, given the wind-free access to my empty head. I probably would not have been able to stand even 5 minutes in such torture if I hadn't opened my eye in time. I was somewhere, it was impossible to tell precisely where. My mind was clouded in mist, my thoughts were confused. The moment between the unconscious and conscious state where you vividly remember your dreams. Whoa, okay. This is not... I was thinking this is Sylvia for a second because of her hair, but no, she's someone else. I was going somewhere by bus and was about to doze off when suddenly a girl came up to me and began to speak quite quickly. I couldn't understand a word, but the girl looked very upset. I failed to understand what she needed from me. Time passed and she kept talking on and on. I was getting really annoying. I want to ask her to cut it out or at least calm down a bit, but I failed, either because I didn't manage to say anything or because my word didn't reach her. I couldn't even see her face. I was simply listening and staring and listening. Perhaps it was important for me then. Surely you wouldn't try to remember what a mosquito described you asleep looked like. Surely you wouldn't manage to recall the frequency of its flapping wings or the inclusion of a basically after all that. And this girl is just one of a million voices that describe you from starting from thinking and falling asleep. The louder her voice grew, the louder it got for me to catch her words. The bus cabin, the seats were worn by time, the uneven floor and rusty ceiling of the cracked glass of the wild screen, everything was floating away, along with her. And then I felt a unique sense of relief. It didn't matter how really the bus and the girl had been, it was nothing but a bug to me. And here I am hanging in the total emptiness and feeling inside a dream. This is a new girl, by the way. I don't know her. Oh, we're back! Wow, dream can be really sometime. So, we back? Unlike this guy said. Wow, dream can really something. Not quite nightmare, definitely not something pleasant. I got up, rubbed my face, I got back to reality, gave a loud yawn and prepared to clean myself out. It was a really grey morning. Unable to find my hitch kit and nightstand, I thought that I could manage without it. It was hard to get dressed. My hands were trembling like hell. I looked my reflection in the mirror and checked out my 2 week stubble. Well, perhaps Olga determined as in Roser. It was only when I went outside that I suddenly understood that I'm not in Pioneer Camp. I'm back to my apartment, and I have just come out of my room into passageway, not out of cabin. I was overwhelmed by the surprise, with dismay, with fear, even with terror. But how? It's like a nightmare, actually. So, wait a minute. This guy, this is Arsenal here? Hey, he's an Arsenal guy, huh? I sat down on the bed and buried my face into my hand, trying to remember the chain of yesterday's events. Yeah, the boss, the last day of the term. Yeah, I fell asleep and woke up back home. Well, to some degree it might even seem quite logical. It seems that the internal stone has rolled off during the first few seconds. After all, the fact that I came back like this after a week-long absence of not strange, then might suddenly appear to some pioneer camp of the 80s in the first place. The events of the last 2 days flashed before my eyes in the instant. That mysterious pioneer, his words, but how did I manage to get back to reality then? According to him, I was going to be stuck there forever. There's no exit. On the other hand, I wasn't alone. That pioneer at the bus stop and the mysterious voice emphasized the contrary, that there exit. Does that mean I found it? I managed to get out of the endless loop before it starts? But now? Nevertheless, I wasn't sure whether I should rejoice or grieve. Over the last week, I'd kind of gotten used to the everlasting inner monologue that searched for answer and in the depth analyze of everything, so I simply couldn't accept that fact as it was, without fragile out what exactly happened to me. Sure, he told me that I am the only one who has absorbed the existence of other guys like me during the every last loop, but does that mean anything? Anyway, all his theories and ideas instantly collapsed like house of cards. Now I had to decide how I should react. Of course I should rejoice. After all, I am back to the real world. Maybe the last 7 days weren't just a dream. Indeed, there's absolutely no evidence that I really was there. I don't see my pioneer uniform anywhere. I look my age, just like I did before. My phone on the table fully charged. Lena didn't get her phone. Oh, this is sad. But one can't deceive one's own memory. One can't live through such a terrifying real experience in a dream. Actually, there are so many kind of dreams. If you study about the dreams and stuff like that, there are like small section of people who can get this kind of a dream if there are like very deep in this dream stuff, like become very big part of your reality. Some people, like something happened in their dream, they believe it's happened, like their dream is very realistic, but it's like very real occasion to happen. Just Google stuff about the dream, realistic dream, stuff like that. You will find weird stuff about the dreams. There are people who don't dream in color, people dream in only color, people who don't remember the dream at all. Like so many people who like, do you remember your dreams? No. Some people like remember very specific detail about dreams. Just like depending on the person itself. But one can't deceive one's own memory. One can't live through such a terrifying real experience in a dream. I still remember the event of the whole week in great detail. Perhaps I was in a coma all this time. An ironic laugh escaped my lips. Nah, that's not the option either. Then, all well that end well. The last few hours in the camp flashed through my mind. Indeed, I wasn't hoping to get out either from this camp or from that reality, and I was pretty much ready to another week. another one. I'd accept my role. I'd recognize with my destiny. And what was I supposed to do after all the stuff that happened? I have a doomed sign. Get up from my bed with a considerable effort and went into my computer. That's weird, but I accidentally do it. Only 14 hours has passed since my disappearing from the world. Not a whole week. Wow, do you know what will be cool in this moment? If like they get the time you play in this game in this place, like, or maybe it is like, I don't know. It's like 14 hours. This how many minutes? Like, oh wow. If this is like accurate time of how much I play the game, it will be amazing. So this is the end. A new message in the internal messenger. Okay. Hi Simeon. Yesterday I was a legendary CUL8R. Literal, maybe, my college friend, and it was him who invited me to this party with the rest of his college friends that I was going to attend. Suddenly all my sins come back to me. The headache, the dizziness, all the symptoms of hangover. We was drunk? It looked like I indeed attended that party yesterday and I was partying hard, so there was no pioneer camp. But then, where did all these memories, emotion and feeling come from? Drinking. Usually when you get drunk, this happens too. Drunk, alcohol, drugs can affect your dreams. Some kind of food, so heavy food. You need to Google that more. Do some research about dreaming, you will love this. All of this was so incomprehensible that I become enraged. I began crushing, fully trying to tear my hair out and humping onto the keyboard with my fist. I didn't return to normal state until there were no key left on. Why should I care so much? Nobody worries when a dream or hallucination ends. Moreover, people are usually glad that it happened. Was I really that proposal to stay there that my return to reality becomes so undesirable for me? And then a simple and obviously thought crossed my mind. Perhaps I'm just being insane. Indeed, madmen frequently have a vision which they perspective and reality. Besides, I had the symptom of insanity. I never leave the four wall of my person. I never socialize. I have a lot of psychological problem. Well, that explains a lot. My dark, nervous laughter echoed in the room. Yes, it is the right time for me to visit a therapist, or rather psychologist, or just surrender myself to the Elysium. Simeon? A horse, half my kingdom for a horse. I cried at the top of my lung between both of my maniac laughter. Despite not wish her, she is lunatic. The racket my neighbor made on the wall climbed me down somehow. If I am tripping that bad, it looks like only lobotomy could help me. I just sat completely freaked out for several hours, doing nothing, thinking nothing, just staring at the monitor long in sleep mode. Finally moved the mouse and opened the few tabs in the Marvaso new 555, as if the event of the past week had never happened. Come on, do you have to grade for hallucination? Was it really? Sure, even Sylvia's hallucinations, sure, lots of memory, sure, lot true enough. I had a memory like that before about a girl, and I was like, for a few days, so anxious about it, because like I fall in love with her in the dream for real. I don't know if someone else have a dream like that, but I'm sure someone else, but I don't know if someone, the viewer, have something like that. but it's like very, very sad emotion you have after this dream. Like, what's this all emotion and real? Shit. As if the event of the past week had never happened. Come on, do you have to grind for hallucination? Was it real? Sure, lots of memories sure look true enough, but by all means, yes. Any proof? No. This is another thing about philosophy. They said, like, is your memory real? Like, something from your childhood. Can you prove it's real? Like, maybe you remember stuff in a different way, and yeah, it's happened. Sometimes, like, you remember being with your parents, going to a beach, and then your parents will tell you, we never go there. And it's like, your memory built up. You know, in investigations and in the court, when they don't let the witness talk to so many people about the topic, because with time their witness is like changing a little bit, their memory changing. Your memory is not stand on the not written on stone. Your memory change with time. You remember stuff differently every time. If you write diary, you will realize that you remember, like, I don't remember that, this never happened. You will meet people who I don't know. The verdict is clear. As in my future course, I have long suspicions that my certain lifestyle wasn't doing me any good. I wasn't ready for such an unusual event, but so what? I'll have to be more prepared for my next trip. Night, an endless stream of threat and image took my mind off my little and considered an instant message window pop onto unexpectedly. Hi, how are you doing? Sure, quite an original way to start conversation. Doing fine? The current profile was completely empty, not even a nickname, just a 9-digit number. You can't guess what kind of person is on the other end by just looking at the number, can you? Sure, somebody will be all different and fed digital identification instead of a name, a couple of symbols for biology, several bytes of personality, and 3.5 bytes of feeling. Got home safely? Are you the nice guy? Probably someone from yesterday party? Seemed like it. You do remember everything I told you yesterday, right? Well, I guess not. There was yet another message after long pause. I see. Honestly, I don't give a damn who this is and why he messaged me until I definitely individual start harass me. I could easily torture his person in my contact list. Well, that's okay. We'll meet again. We surely will. Sure, like forward to it, yeah. Alright, bye. I didn't reply. This odd, screwing up day and last was slowly coming to an end. Going to bed, I yet again recall in my bed and head all the events that seemed so real for me. Where am I going to wake up tomorrow? Will their hallucination return? Nah, I'll probably just forget everything. Strange, but now I am really feeling that everything happened now is real. There was just fiction, a game and deformed imagination, or really something fascination, and there is really something inconvenient, something it unfolds differently from how you wish surprise you like this, but it's still a reality. I fell asleep with this thought. But, bit by bit, my life resumed its normal course, and I started forgetting the event of this week. After all, nothing bad happened, even if it was indeed real. Who cares? That we're only 7 days in Pioneer Camp. I wasn't killing nobody kidnapped me to conduct an experiment. I wasn't brainwashed, so why do I care now about the reason? And if it indeed was hallucination, I could only hope that it wouldn't repeat itself. I was still shut in. My computer and the internet were my only friend, and the keyboard was the only communication channel connected me to the outside world. The F5 key became the main things in my life again. Come to think of it, it really wasn't all that bad. Yet one day a familiar combination of digits popped on the screen. That strange mine had some line once again. Hi, how are you doing? Doing fine. Probably I know him from somewhere, but who cares anyway? Any news? Not really. Stability is sign of a true class. One might say so. Oh, I see. Sorry, I need to drink something. My throat. 40 minutes, ew. This is getting longer than I expect. We have 15 minutes. So, nothing has changed? Nope, should it have? Well, it's not like you experience stuff like that on a day-to-day basis. Not everyone gets to experience it either. What are you talking about? Don't you get it? I'm starting to... I prefer you to explain. Don't you remember the camp? Oh shit! I felt like electronic shock. All the events of that week immediately spread on my mind. My hand started to tremble. A cold sweat burst from my forehead. I turned around in horror, already imagining that I'd seen alien, ghost, or Grim Reaper, but there was nobody in my room except me. As I always, I ran to the corridor, checked the kitchen and the bathroom. Still nobody. At last, I returned to the computer. The same message window was still flashing steadily, as if it was perfectly ordinary message. Who are you? My hand trembled. Oh, so you do remember it. My hallucination seemed to be countering, or did I ever leave the camp in the first place? Or it's just a dream after all, or I don't know what to say. I admit essentially the entirely entity that the only definition that I could think of doesn't need any kind of internet to communicate with me. Well, you can't just keep silent, everything perfectly clear. Ha ha ha! That smile at the end of the line looked like the devil himself, stretching its deformed jaw open toward me. What has happened to me? I finally made a mistake question. Nothing at all. You're just living your regular life. But the camp, was it real? And what do you think? I'm not sure. If it seemed real to you, then yes, it was real. If not, then it wasn't. Just another symbol. It's no symbol at that. What happened to me next? I whispered. Nothing to worry about. It seemed that they really hurt me without the use of internet. Terror changed my whole body. I closed my eye and threw myself into the ball. Why are you doing this to me? I started. The word come to my mouth themselves. Illogical, meaningless set of words. Why me? What for? What for? Leave me alone. I haven't done anything bad. Several minutes after, I found courage to open one eye and take a look at the monitor. You are the reason for everything. The message window was flicking cloudily. And what next? Oh, you'll see that soon enough. Everything started fading to black in my eye. Noise filled my ear and starting to feel dizzy. I felt my very soul was escaping into physical shell. The event of the last few days became hazy, as if they all happened to someone other than me. Then the memories of the camp started to vanish, as if somebody was using an eraser to thoroughly rub out word written with a pencil. A moment later, I felt and sensed nothing. As soon I was plunged into a state of cosmic bliss. If anybody saw me at the moment, they would notice that I was smiling. What's going on? Oh, I'm kind of stuck here. I hit the report spam button, close the window, switch to the browser, and glance at the clock. Time to get going, too. I'm going to be late. Forever alone. Every story has its beginning and an end. Every story has its own outline, synopsis, content, key point, and prologue and epilogues. And there is no book which, if you read it again, will not reveal a new detail you didn't notice before. Every story has its beginning and its end. Almost every. Wow, it's the beginning of the game. So this is the second ending we get. The first ending was like no ending at all, and this is like, oh, Sylvia. Oh, what? When this happened? I don't remember that. Oh, Lena. Like, okay. I don't remember that. Oh, Juliana. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Okay. Like a key moments that we didn't happen to us. Alicia. Oh, when this happened? I have that fear that there are a lot of scenes in the game they didn't show you because of some reason. So this is it. This is all the endings. Since we end here, I'm going to do some research to see all the endings that's possible in the game, and we will go after them one by one. I plan the next game after this to play, and I want to play some old classic virtual novel games that I want to play all my life, and now since I have them, I want to play them. I want to play what it's called, shovel or shift? Oh, I forgot. Shovel or shift? Shovel by Navel. It is on Mega Games. Mega Games or Manga Games? Anyway, this is the end of this episode where we have two basic endings, but I don't think all the endings. So, further ado, see you next episode where we will start something else. I don't know what ending I will go after, but if it's not like a basic story ending, I will go after Sylvia. Juliana will be the last one because I hate this game. So, goodbye.